This is just learning lessons. Absolutely crazy week. So I was like, I'm gonna just stop. Honestly, I'm feeling good. Here's how we're gonna turn $500 into $1 million. First, we have to have strict rules. Rule number one, we have to have a trading strategy. If we're just taking trades off a whim, we're not gonna be successful. So we need confluence, we need structure, and we need to make sure we follow trading strategy. Rule number two, we can never risk more than the previous tier's value. So if we make it to $1,000, we cannot risk more than $500. We need to make sure we have excellent risk management. Within the tiers, we start out with $500. And the next tier is double the previous tier. So 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16, you get the point. Rule number three, profit management. We're not shooting for the stars. We're shooting for a consistent 2, 3R, 4R, and we're gonna make sure we're taking profit as it goes down or up in the direction we want it to. Rule number four, we document everything so you guys can learn. Now, let's get into this month's update on the $500 to $1 million challenge. It is now March 2025, and we are in the second month of our trading challenge. When I'm recording this, the first week of March is already over, and so I'm gonna cover a little bit of how did the first week go, what all happened, because a crap ton of things happened in the first week of March. And also, I'm recording this on Monday, March 10th. So I'm gonna give you some of my game plans of how I'm kind of preparing for the next week. Important things have happened in the market and how I've been waiting for consolidation to kind of stop. And tomorrow we should get back to trading the $500 to $1 million challenge. We've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days off of not trading with that account because it just wasn't good market conditions. But now we're at a great spot to start looking at actually getting trades again. So I'm waiting for Tuesday because I usually don't trade on Mondays when it comes to the $500 to $1 million challenge, and the way we have our strategy set up, I don't trade Mondays. Tuesdays is the day. March 11th is when we should have another trade. We'll see. All right, we gotta wait for the opportunity, but man, has March already been crazy and what has happened just in crypto in general, okay? Let me break it down for you of what happened in the first week of March. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably maybe already know, maybe you don't know. We had the announcement of potential crypto strategic reserve, which Solana would be in that crypto strategic reserve, XRP, ADA, Ethereum. Big announcement. That happened on the first Sunday of March, which was March 2nd, okay? Second day of March, we already got an announcement of a crypto reserve. Caused a massive pump. Then March 3rd, and through the entire week, it dumped and then consolidated and did nothing for the entire week, which is weird because then Thursday, March 6th, President Donald Trump signed the Bitcoin reserve, that America officially has a Bitcoin reserve, okay? They will be using the Bitcoin they have to back the dollar, use it as a store of value as like gold. Not only did they announce that, then they had the Digital Asset Summit or Crypto Summit on March 7th in the White House, where they had a ton of leaders. Great news there. Lots of leaders. They probably had a lot of conversations. We got to watch it live. We watched, it was only really about an hour of what actually we were able and allowed to watch. That was another big event that happened last week. We had red folder news. Almost all the red folder news was bearish. So the red folder news didn't play out well for us, but the market was in consolidation. And so what I did was by Wednesday, we took a total of 3 trades this week. By Wednesday, we lost 2, 1, 1. And by then I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't like consolidation. Our strategy doesn't work well in consolidation. Our strategy works well when there's a market direction, bearish or bullish. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of futures. You can make money when it goes up or down. And so I took a pause. We stopped trading. We had about 3 losing trades or 4 losing trades. I can't remember. I think it's 3 or 4. I'm going to show you it, show you where the account's currently at after those losing trades. Yeah, we're going to prepare for week 2 of March. And I think now that I have a direction, we'll make up those losses that we had and it should be solid. And I just want to get to that 1K. I want to get out of $1,000. And March has been great because March, we've gotten a crap ton of copy traders. We've actually had to expand our copy trader limits to now, instead of only allowing 200, we are able to have 400 copy traders on the $500 to $1 million challenge. And if we need more, we can get more. We hit, I think our peak was like 60 $3,000 in assets under management this month so far. So I'm very excited on the growth of our copy trading. When we have losing trades, we tend to lose copiers, but they tend to stick around because we've been profitable. But when we have the winning trades, we usually get a flood of new copy traders in. So it's exciting, especially when I get those winning trades, because we usually get a flood of new copy traders inside. So I'm hoping that this week from the March 11th to 14th, we get some good trades in, we stick to our strategy, we make sure we have the bias on our side, and we are patient, right? That's the most important. So let me first, just after those trades, let me cover where the account is out with you. But this is week one right now. So we are currently in the account sitting at $700.16. Let me show you. Account sitting at $700. Okay, so week one of March, we've lost a little bit of money, about $100. We were at almost $800. We were a little bit short of 800, but we lost about $100 in those trades, which is right. We had two losers, one winner. So the winner wasn't very big. It wasn't like a 2-hour winner. It was not a very great winner. Hey, that's why we have our risk management, because the winners should always outweigh the losers, period. Okay, and you should have that same kind of strategy. But again, also what you can see here, we have now 124 copy traders. We've lost some. Assets under management now are sitting around 38,000, but because we haven't been trading, I'm not going to force trades just to get people to copy trade, right? I don't want to force trades because that's not discipline. We'll get copiers as they come and go, but we're up. We have 124 copy traders now and over $38,000 in assets under management. So I'm really excited and I'm really grateful to have this opportunity. And our Twitch is going well, our Twitch live stream too. This week, we also started another copy trading on our other affiliate called the WEEX exchange. And that one is a lower risk and more consistent type of account. That's my like average normal account that I trade. The 500 to 1 mil account on BLOFIN that you can copy trade is more high risk, right? Whether it's 5 to 10%. This WEEX copy trading, which is a lower risk, we risk only 2% of the account per trade. So we're not risking a lot of the account. I had that other copy trading option if you want to. We just kicked it off on week 2 of March. And that one's it's on a macro kind of scale strategy where the $500 to $1 million challenge is on a micro level. So like lower time frames, like 5 minute. The WEEX copy trading is we stick around like the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames when we go to enter trades and hold trades. But yeah, that's another one. If you're someone who's like, you want to copy trade, but you don't want as much risk, go check out our WEEX one. Link will be down below in the description. All of our affiliates will be down below. And go check it out. Go copy trade us over there. So that one's I'm super blessed to have 2 options to copy trade. Like you guys have 2 options of ways that you can take advantage of me, and I can hopefully make you guys some passive income with it. That's the update for week 1. Absolutely crazy week, but this is why I'm excited for week 2 of March. Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency has done this. Let's go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. This was our strong low we were watching. Price was ranging right in here, and look at, I entered on this big engulfing candle, but price broke our strong low. And now Bitcoin's probably going sub $77,000 Bitcoin, potentially as low as like a $69,000 Bitcoin. So that's what we're gonna be taking advantage of this week. We're gonna make sure we hit those $69,000 Bitcoin and that short potential, that range. Now, I don't know if it'll hit that exactly, but we're gonna be paying attention. And then also, I'll be looking for the long opportunities because I think in that sub 77K, there's a couple spots like $76,000, $74,000, $71,000, $69,000 Bitcoin. They all have support ranges that potentially that's where it stops falling. So I'm paying attention to all of those. And I have my game plan A, which is the shorting opportunity right now and taking advantage of that. But game plan B is when the shorting opportunity ends and now we can find long positions. Super stoked for it. We'll see you in week 2 of the $500 to $1 million challenge, but welcome to the next month of March. Starting off great, we're in profit still, yet to go negative. Let's keep it going. We are in week 2 of March, and to be honest, March is not going as planned as I wanted it to. I wanted March to look much more profitable, but this month has been it's been a challenge, and that's why we're vlogging this. That's why I've been live streaming everything, because I wanted you guys to see the struggle. I wanted you guys to see that it's not just the YouTube easy, like, look, I just turned 500 into a million in 30 days. Like, no, I wanted you guys to see the journey. I wanted you guys to see the struggle that I would go through in this challenge. And honestly, March has been a struggle. We are almost basically by week 2 back to break even on the account. We're at $549 right now. Last week did not go as planned. I got in my head a little bit. I didn't stick to the strategy on one of the trades. And one day that I could have had 2 winners that would have actually offset a lot of the losers we had. You know, we learn. We're not failing, we're learning. So each trade is a learning lesson. And each learning lesson is hopefully going to make me a more profitable trader for the next week, right? And so as I'm recording this, we're almost into week 3. Let me cover week 2 of how it went, the trades that we did, and where's the fund at currently after week 2. We took a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades last week, and only 1 was a winner. So 1 out of the 6 trades we took last week was a winner. Yeah, just a bummer. We were at pretty much $800 at the start of this month, and now we are sitting at $549.63. $549.63. And then here, if you look down from here, so from this trade to this day, so to the 13th, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades we took. Out of the 5 trades, only 1 was a winner. So 4 losers, 1 winner last week. And then as you can see, I'm recording this in week 3. Week 3, we already had 1 loser this week, but I'm confident into this week because we've done a lot of back testing, done a lot of strategy. And so I'm not too worried going into this week because we have some add-ons we've done to the strategy that should make us way more profitable. It is what it is. I hate doing the vlog and having to show off the losers. It's not fun. I'm very competitive. I'm also trying to be very successful in this challenge. I want to show you guys the success, but you know, February is a killer month. February, we almost 2x our money in 1 month. And now in March, we're basically lost all that profit. But the good thing out of this all is that the risk management is working, right? We had 4 losers last week. We also had the week before, let's see, how many losers did we have the week before? I'm about to show you right now. So the week before that, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. And last week, 3 of the 4 trades were losers. So really we've had about 7 trades that have lost and only 2 trades that have won. And we are still in profit. So when I talk about risk management, this is why I talk about it, because even though we've had a lot of losers that outnumber the winners, we are not negative. If you copy traded and you started late from the journey we originally started, you're probably in a negative account. But our account that we originally started from February 7th is not negative because of our risk management that is saving us. And that's why risk management is so extremely important in day trading, is because I've had 7 losers and 2 winners and I'm still profitable. I think this is a really good example. It sucks to have all these losers and it sucks to be in a losing streak right now, but I think it goes to show that the risk management works, that even though we've had all these losers, we are still in profit. And so that's why if you're watching this and you're wanting to get into day trading, you keep a risk management, figure out what it is. If it's a percentage of your account, if it's a dollar amount, if it's a whatever, figure out what your risk is and do not stray away from it. Our risk right now has been $50 a trade. That's what we risk every trade, 50 or less. $50 or less, and our winners will outweigh the losers. And as you can see, it's still happening. We're still profitable. And so this week, if tomorrow we get a winner, we'll be up again. We'll probably be up over $600 by then. If we get another winner after that, we should be close to $700. If we get another winner after that, we should be close to $800. So the winners, once they start rolling back in, way outweigh the losers. And so we're still in profit. I'm not giving up. I'm going to be here for the entire year doing this. Okay. I'm not going nowhere. But you know, it does suck to have to showcase some of the losing trades. It's not fun to showcase, you know, the struggle, but the whole reason why we're showing that is so you guys receive the legit journey, not just the sunshine and roses part of just me taking wins. Right. And if you're on the live streams, if you've been watching our live streams, you see me live taking the losses. You see the psychology I have to go through, the trading psychology that I have to go through to battle through those losers and winners. That's why we're being this transparent, is so you guys can really see the journey and really understand the challenge that comes with day trading, and that it's not this really easy, simple thing to do. It's hard. So don't expect going into day trading that it's going to be easy, only up from here, I'm only going to make a bunch of money. No, if honestly, if you go in that mindset, you're probably going to lose way more than you will win. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a successful trader, have that risk management, set a number or a percentage and do not break that rule. Also, our profit, right? We shoot for 2R, which keeps us into profit. So don't shoot for the stars, don't get greedy, get 2R, take your profit and be happy. So that also will keep you alive. If you are at least shooting for that 2R, right? We were almost at 800, now we're at 595. So $250 we're down this month. Bummer to be there, bummer to like, did it shut down? Aw, dang, we're trying to download, export this video and the computer keeps shutting down on us. I'm hoping week 3 and week 4 of March give us some hope for April. I hope we end this month. You know, the month's not over. We can still end this month profitable and we can still finish out tier 1 maybe this month. Especially with the backtesting I've been doing with the little add-on to my strategy, which maybe I'll cover this week in week 3's videos that are coming up and give you guys a little breakdown on like what I've added and how it might actually make me so much more profitable over the long run, because it's really good data. Essentially, it's like the power of point of control, value area high and low, previous sessions liquidity. So those are really important things to know when you're day trading. So if you're watching right now and you're wondering, how do I learn some of this stuff? I want you to look up value area point of control on YouTube and learn about that right there. And that'll give you a lot of good information, what those mean and how they're gonna help us. And hopefully, because we're implementing in week 3 is just starting for me. As we implement these new things, hopefully you'll see that week 3 is profitable, and hopefully I can show off that the strategy is working with this new add-on. So, and right now, honestly, in my head, it's rough going through this, but I'm not giving up. This is just learning lessons. I'm not failing, it's just learning, right? Where every losing trade is not a failure, it's a learning lesson. All right, guys, I'll see you in week 3. Let's keep this vlog going. If you want to be where the challenge is happening live, make sure you check out our live streams we do every single day throughout the week, Monday through Friday, on YouTube, Twitch, and X, where we take these trades live, we show you our analysis, we show you our strategy, and we do everything transparent so you can see and learn from what we're doing. We are into week 3 of the $501 million challenge, and right now I'm just inside my house. I'm making frozen pizza for me and my wife, but I thought, since the weekend's closing and it's Sunday, week 3 is completely done for March, I'm gonna give you a breakdown for those who weren't in the live streams who know exactly how this week went. I'm gonna break it down. So in the beginning of the week, we lost some more trades. The strategy just wasn't working. We hit the first time where the account went negative. We were at $464 in the red on the account. It's the first time since we started the journey in February that the account has actually gone negative. I want to take a complete step back because I was like so in my head of like, what is going on? The strategy should not be doing this. I shouldn't be having this bad of a losing streak. And it's the first time the account went negative. So I was like, I'm gonna just stop. So I stopped trading. That was on Tuesday. I completely stopped trading. And by Wednesday, I only mock traded for the rest of the week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I also took a lot of time to do some education, like trying to relearn my strategy, relearn and simplify things back down, because I was like, dude, what the heck is going on? I was getting super frustrated with myself. And when I started getting too emotional and too frustrated, I knew I was probably gonna go on tilt, and that's not good for trading at all. Like, I should not be going on tilt when I'm trading. I started doing a lot of learning, a lot of back testing, and then also on the live streams you guys saw that we also were doing mock trading on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So we did a lot of mock trading, and I fixed the strategy. I think I finally fixed what was going wrong, and I'm gonna see if I can show you guys real fast just with the handheld. But I wasn't waiting for something specific to happen, and I've changed the strategy a little bit, not in regards to what we do, but more the requirements I have to wait for, the patience I need to have, and also we adjusted the time frame a little bit. Okay, so if you go to trading view and you go to our open range breakout, right? So let's do like a little mock setup real fast. Let's go to last week. And what I found is with this new way I do the strategy, there is always, every single day, there's always a big move. Because I started doing now where I enter on the 1 minute time frame instead of the 15, and there's always a big move. If you're patient enough, you gotta stick to the strategy. So what I've altered is this. We go to the 15-minute time frame, we get the open range, right? Which is the first 15 minutes of the New York session. That has not changed at all. That's still the same. and that is not going to change. But what has changed is what we wait for. So before, when I would do the trading, all I would wait for is a break of the orb. So let me show you something. If you look here, this candle broke the orb, okay? Now, for me, that was the only requirement I would have for myself, is that the orb would have to be broken, that it would have to break, retest, and then push up, right? That was my requirement. But I've changed it slightly, is that not only does it have to break the orb or opening range and have a breakout, it must break important structure, key structure, right? So if it's to the upside, it has to break a strong high. If it's to the downside, it has to break a strong low, okay? Now, what is the difference between a strong high and a strong low? Okay, let me show you right now. As we're looking at this, okay, you see this pattern right here, right? You got a push up, making a low, a push up, making a high, right? So what is a strong low in this move? A strong low in this move is this low right here. Why? Because this low pushed up to break this structure here, making a higher high. So our strong low, I would mark out with an orange line, okay? So that is a strong low now. Now, where is a strong high? A strong high would be something you'd have to look to the left, which there's not really any strong highs until way over here. Okay, the nearest strong high on the 1 minute time frame is way over here. Okay, way over there. Okay, why is this a strong high? Because price pushed, tried to push back up, and then it made a lower low. Okay, so that is a strong high. It's a high that made a lower low. So this right here has not broken key structure. It needs to break that orange line. So if we did a bar replay, still hasn't broken the line, still hasn't broken the line, still hasn't, okay, and still hasn't. But what it did do, okay, so what it did do, which this is a new part of the strategy too, is it broke this strong low. Why is this a strong low? Because this low made a higher high. Okay, so this is actually, for me, if we go back, this candle right here is an entry opportunity for me. An entry opportunity to target the middle of the orb or even the orb low, right? So as soon as I see a confident break of structure on the 1 minute time frame, that is entry criteria. So for me, this will look like something like this. Okay, we would map out where the orb middle is, which is probably like right about there. We see if we can get that, see if we can get to the orb low. So it looks like we got to the middle line only. So it's small profit, but now with my new strategy, we're okay with just taking small profits. We're not holding just for 2R. We're willing to take this small profit, move stop loss to break even, and if it gets stopped out, oh well, we take the next one, right? So where's structure to the upside? We have this strong high that made a lower low. So here, not only did we get a push up, we also get a break and an entry opportunity right here. Stop loss goes down to this strong low here. See if we can get, really, 2R is where we're targeting. So let's see, can we get a 2R? Because it really doesn't have anything to our left. So let's see, do we get a 2R here? Might not. Might not do it. Boom, 2R, stop loss at break even. So now my strategy has radically changed when I wait for the key break in structure. My success rate has gone up significantly when I use the break of structure here, okay? Now, and also my success rate has gone up significantly when I target a key area of liquidity instead of just shooting for 2R. So sometimes we might only get 1R, 0.75R, 1.5R, but because we're targeting key areas of liquidity and see what price does. Does it bounce? Does it reject? So I'm really excited for week 4 of March because I think with my change in strategy and that I fixed it, it's not really change in strategy, but the fact that I fixed it from continuing to give me like false signals, I think we should have a really good last week of March. And hopefully it gets us out of this hole that we have of $40 and gets us back into profit so we can end the month at least profitable. And maybe if it's a good enough week, maybe we even beat out February still. But I'm not trying to beat out February. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to end this month with profit. That's my real goal. But yeah, this has been a real challenge psychologically. As a trader, it's been hard to be losing so much on the live stream when like 150 people, 200 people, 50 people are watching. And like they're also, if they're copy trading, they're all staying locked. It was a big psychology thing. And that's also a completely other challenge that I've been going through. But again, like I said earlier in the video, the risk management has been working and that we haven't blown this account yet. That's the huge part. We don't want to blow this account. We just want to grow it and create this strategy that is worth using and actually profitable for the future so I can use it in any market, because literally this strategy only takes two things, the orb and price action. That happens all the time. That happens every single day minus the weekends. So it's always going to be there unless the market changed to 24 hours. That's the only way it's not going to be there. But the market is currently always going to be at the opening range, 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's where we get our opening range. So I'm excited to see how week 4 goes. I'm really hoping I can turn this ship around because I don't like being in the negative, and it's the first time. But I don't know. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in the strategy, and I think we're going to get out of it. So I'm really excited to see how week 4 ends. This is me talking to myself in the future, but I think you got it. You're going to kill it. We're going to get ourselves out of the negative and we're going to get positive, and let's get to 1K. All right. I'll see you in week 4. We have BLOFIN, and on BLOFIN, we're doing copy trading. In the copy trade is our entire wallet where we're turning $500 into $1 million. You can see every position we've taken, our profit and loss, if I have any live positions or previously closed positions. And the benefit is you can copy trade us the entire time. Use the link down below this video, sign up for BLOFIN, and copy trade us on this entire journey. Copper, what are you doing, bud? It's week 4 of March, and I got a lot to catch up for on you guys. And honestly, I'm feeling good after the end of the 4th week of March. Even though we're negative in the account, I'm really excited for how next month will be for the challenge, because I think I fixed everything that was going wrong in March. And I've learned a lot when it comes to the strategy over this last month. And today was proving of that all, because today we took 3 trades. And every single trade today was a winner, some much bigger than others. But again, every single trade was a winner. And I'm super, super happy about that. And I think it's just proof in the pudding that I'm learning from this last month. I'm learning from the losses. And hopefully, April is a much better month than March. And we can look more like February. And hopefully April, because the strategy is working so well, we get to 1K. I'm really hoping so. But let me break down everything that happened today in today's trades, and also what I fixed, and something new I've started that you can start seeing me talk about a little bit more. So first, we're going to cover the $501 million trade that we took today. That was profitable, and where the actual account is at currently from the ending of the last week of March. So let's get into that. So here you can see this was today's trade. It's not a huge trade, but it's a good trade. That's all that matters, right? Profit is profit no matter what it is. So orb is this blue box you see up here. Yellow line is the middle line. Orange line is the key point of structure. Orange line of key point of structure. Now, as you can see, this candle right here broke structure. I entered on the second candle, and voila, winners, baby. Now, the thing that is a little bit of a bummer is that this trade would have gone a little bit further, all the way to the blue line, giving us potentially a 2.43 R, as you can see up there, okay? What we actually got today on this trade, when you put it back to where we got it, which was right here, we got a 1.15 R. So we could have potentially gotten a lot better trade today if we would have held on to it a little longer, but I was pretty aggressive in my stop loss just in case if this flipped on us. But I think next time I'll be a little less aggressive, and we got stopped out when it had this wick up here. Next time I'm probably going to be a little bit less aggressive on that, but I wanted to make sure we lock in profits, which we did, and either way it was a winner. And here's the card for today's trade. We made 10.11% on the count, which is $34.38. So a great winner. Now, let's see where the account is at the end of the month, okay? Our account is currently sitting at $422.56. So we're still negative, but we haven't gone below our lowest point, which is like $390 was our lowest point of this month. So I'm excited that we're getting back into some profit, and hopefully next week we're back to $500 and maybe even above that. So I'm hoping we can continue the momentum and that this doesn't stop. Now let's get into some of my other copy trading accounts and some of the other accounts I trade and how did those perform. Over here is my WEEX account. My WEEX account, I also have copy trading for the community. If you want a little bit less risky copy trading, WEEX is the spot for you, okay? We only risk 2% of our account. We're on the 500 to 1 mil. Over here, we risk 10% of the account every trade. So here, we had a great trade, okay? Price broke out of the orb. Orb then, as you can see, price fell. We entered on, right after this break of the orb, we entered and boom, fell all the way to 2R. Now, I was also very aggressive with my stop loss here. So really, we only hit about 1.63R on this trade, but we could have hit all the way to the 2. I mean, really, it could have gone all the way to 3.4R. But on our WEEX account, we only shoot for 2Rs on that account. I do not ever shoot more than 2R. So I just consistently shoot for 2Rs on that account, and I'm fine with that. One, because WEEX does not let me take partial TPs, which is a huge issue. And then two, I can just set it and forget it, have a full TP at 2R, and that one played out pretty well. So this one we made $448.64 with the 4.4% return on that account. So I was very happy with that one. Now, the last account I want to cover is my prop firm account I'm starting this month. I started it this Wednesday, and boom, great trade today. This one was a 4R trade, all on the same exact strategy. This one's 4.28R. We hit all the way to 4.28R. And this is on the same exact strategy I've been building. And so now I have 3 different accounts that are all trading on the same type of strategy, and they're all taking dubs. So I'm very happy and very excited for that. And you'll be hearing me talk about more about prop firms as we go on. I'm gonna probably close down this video and get back into what did I fix and how did I fix it for our strategy. So how did I fix this strategy? One thing I've been really working towards is how do I fix it and how do I stop taking these losses? And I figured it out that it was the break of structure I wasn't waiting for, or I was waiting for the wrong break of structure. Now with every single trade, we start with them from the 15-minute time frame, getting our opening range, and then we drop down to the 3-minute time frame and wait for the breakout of the orb, but not only the breakout of the orb, but a key level of structure to be broken also on top of the break of the orb. And I found that when we do that, we have a much, much higher success rate. And so going into April, you're gonna see me now focusing in much heavier on the 3-minute time frame and break of structure and breakout of the orb. And those I found provide a much, much higher success rate than just the breakout of the orb. Before, I was just looking for the orb to be broken and then we enter. Now I'm looking for the orb to be broken and structure to be broken in the direction we're heading. And I found that it's much, much more successful. And we've swapped from the 1-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame to now we're on the 3-minute time frame, and the 3-minute time frame gets great entries, a lot less false signals, and really, really good trades that provide good break of structure, good opportunities, and then high trade rewards out of that. As you can see on the S&P 500, we got over a 4R, over 1R on each of our other trades. So we had a great rest of our week, and I'm hoping that in April we have a much, much better week. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning along. I will see you in April for the next vlog. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. But let's go. If you want to copy trade, don't miss out and go and copy trade. Risk what you're only willing to lose, right? Not financial advice, I have to say that. But I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in the next vlog in April.